Of all the ubiquitous Montrealities, my absolute favorite is the Dépanneur. Where else can you get beers, chocolate bars, toilet paper, all in one place? I'll tell you where you can't, Toronto. A poll taken in 2008 even determined that there's one Dépanneur for every 1,500 people in Montreal. Talk about coverage, and they're adorable. Look at these little guys. They are the Montreal landscape. And today, we get to celebrate Dépanneurs together and see where they're going, what's happening, how have they changed. Dépanneur is a French noun derived from the verb dépanner, which means to help or get out of a jam. The old industrial area near Little Italy, often referred to as Mile X, is becoming populated with young families and hip entrepreneurs. So naturally, a new community needs a new kind of Dépanneur.
There have been people living in the area amongst the manufacturing plants, but now all of those have been converted to condos. I figured the neighborhood needed a Dépanneur, but I didn't particularly want to be a Dépanneur owner.
Right.
So that's why I incorporated making soup every day and serving fresh lunches and making homemade food here to take out.
Yeah, as far as Deps go, yours is pretty amazing. There's a lot of really healthy choices in here.
I mean, a lot of people actually correct me when I call it a Dépanneur.
Really?
It's like, oh, you're not a Dépanneur. There's really no other term for it. You know, I'm open 7 days a week till 10 o'clock at night to buy their milk, their cigarettes, their beer. I had to put my personal touch into the Dépanneur. So I had to incorporate cooking and making soup into the equation.
Well, I'm all psyched up for soup now. Do you think we could go and I could see what soup you're making today? I could maybe help out a bit?
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a look.
My soup of the day is an asparagus and potato soup.
That's what I call a soup. So I've always been wary of white soups because I'm always thinking they're creamy soups, but I don't think that's the case here.
No, I don't actually use any dairy in my soup. I make a cashew cream from scratch. It's light and it's cholesterol-free.
Super good for me is what you're saying.
Super good for you if you don't have nut allergies.
I certainly don't. I'm incredibly strong. Why soup?
Soup is one of those dishes where it actually turns out best when you use your creativity and improvisation.
You have just described dating. That's all you've done for me right now.
At this point, I need to taste it.
This is perfect.
We're gonna put spring in a bowl for people here.
Oh, so nice. You think even on a crummy day like this, we're gonna get some lineups?
On a crummy day like this, people really want soup.
The lunch rush is crazy here. So, I'm gonna put on my apron and start talking soup with this colorful coworker, Leanda's mom.
So you will offer them to taste?
Yes.
And I will serve them if they want.
It's a deal.
Okay.
Pour la cause. Essaye-le. Hein? Hein? Sold one small soup for the gentleman in black. Every day, lines form for Leanda's daily home-cooked concoctions. What's your favorite thing about Dépanneurs in general?
This one is the soup.
Do you come here every day for soup?
At least 3 times a week.
Nearly every single day you eat here.
Yeah, or I stop in, grab something, and love the soup.
Next up, a mere block and a half down the street is a little gem called Le Pickup. Part of what makes the Pickup so special is the little differences. For example, where there were newspapers and tabloids, they have zines. Where there were stacks of Vachon cakes, we now have delectable little gourmet things. And this amazing counter. For over 5 years now, this Dep has been serving up diner eats to its hungry and varied clientele. What's one of the specialties that people come here for?
One of the things that is unique to us is our vegetarian pulled pork. It's a big sandwich that you can really chomp into and it stick in your gut for the rest of the day. So
Can you make one of those for me?
I would be happy to make you one. So we just get this nice and hot, get it a good caramelization for you. Welcome to the family.
Here we go.
So, Chief, is that working?
Unbelievable.
You'll be back.
If anything, this is more like an old-timey dépanneur than any of the contemporary ones.
In a lot of ways, the aesthetic hasn't really grown past '84.
How much of the business would you say is dépanneur, and how much would you say is counter food?
The real juicy parts of our day are not on the dépanneur side. They're for the food services. But that being said, this community depends on us. They come in and out all day long.
Where are you from, Jeremy?
I'm from all over Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, I've lived on both coasts, and I try and keep it a secret, but I was born in Ontario.
In any of the places you live, were there dépanneurs?
No, this was a completely unique place to Montreal, or to Quebec, rather.
Is this something we should bring to the rest of Canada?
I don't see why not. It makes my day better every day. Let's share it, you know?
Pioneer depths, forward-thinking depths, my depth, your depth. It doesn't matter what depth, they're everywhere. And they're ours, and we should love them. Never take them for granted, ever.